Your young lover, she don't do nothing but yell till you lose your grip on me, drink your soul to hell. You're out walking that forest, you're both feet away. Tell her that you're hunting for that quiet place. Awful things will happen if you stay here for too long. So awful things will happen if you just bring back from load up in shotgun, Sharpie and down night, by yourself with a sidearm, drink away. Goddamn night. Thank you. I just found a hipster oasis, and I struggled to fend off the waves of cynicism that entered like a wake, caused by the entry of skin-tight black jeans, suburban children, a pseudo-social class, and their collective angst. And really, this is a poem about me, about what it means to sit behind a crowd of folks all fascinated by a scene while I pretend not to be caught up in anything like that. Because don't we all want to fit? Even if our fitting in is into the square peg that will not go into the board? I so don't want to be cynical, and so I struggle. And here in my city, a square block away, a bagpipe group plays. There's ice cream parlors everywhere where bagpipes play. That's the world we live in. We celebrate because we don't have any choice but not to celebrate. The only choice is how and when we mark it, and if we choose to remember to mark it again. So here's the premise of that piece I was just working on. Here's my hypothesis, artistically, that the work we're interested in is not based on product, but on process. And so I said to myself, I'm going to go somewhere. And when I'm there, I'm going to practice perceiving artistically. And we'll see what happens. And I don't mean this in a magical way, but I went to that coffee shop, and over the course of an hour, I was like, what is happening? And this, like, it was me and, like, the two baristas. And then more people came in, and the conversation that was happening was, like, is everyone who's here okay with the performance? And I was like, yeah. So I turned to someone next to me, and I said, what's the deal with this? And they're like, well, we don't have an entertainment license, so we can't really perform here. So when people put on shows, we have to pretend it's just like people hanging out making music. And so then, like, all these hipster kids coming in. I was probably the oldest person in that room. I think I mean that. I think I was the oldest person in there. And so I just started to write. And then when the guy's song got over, I got up and left, and I read the little thing that they had written. And when I finished it, I heard bagpipes. And it was not planned. I was walking on my way home. That place is like 7 minutes walk from where I live. And there was a bagpipe band practicing outside of an ice cream parlor. Um, Side note, the work that I do on theopoetics is right here. I mean, the people who are excited about it, are focused on what a theopoetic writing is. They say, oh, we like theopoetic writing more than theological writing. Theological writing is too rigid. And my emphasis there is not, again, on what theopoetic writing is, but on theopoetic process. And, it's like I told you before, if everyone could be an artist, this is overgeneralized, but if everyone could perceive artistically, those times when you and I have looked at each other and been like, whoa, some art just happened. If we could teach people that perspective in the museum, it'd be pretty amazing. Okay, what's the point of all this? That clip just happened because I attuned myself to listen for it, and it was there. Anyway, I'm in a sauna. There's one of these in our house. I might use it. Later.